There are two sides to the spiritual path. The first is waking up, and the second one is growing up. And the second one, growing up, that's very much forgotten many times, because you can focus on waking up and your personality won't change. You will still have all the negative behavior you had before. You will have the flaws and the character traits that you had before, and so you will act those out still, even though you're awake. And the problem here is that you need to do both. Or it's not a problem, but the problem is that most people focus on either or. So they are very much into personal development, but they are not at all into waking up, and so they miss that part, or the other way around, and they only focus on this quote-unquote spiritual path to waking up. And if you want to read more about this, I really recommend the works of Ken Wilber. He combined those two aspects beautifully, and I really liked how he combined them in his book Integral Meditation. And I will link this book in the description if you want to read more and get a good grasp on what those two aspects to the spiritual path are about. And especially learn about growing up if you have been studying more traditional teachings beforehand. And so this is really something I just wanted to remind you of, to also focus on growing up. This is developing your character, developing your personality, and really getting like your shit sorted out, so to speak. And this is really something not to forget about. And sometimes it might have the impression on this channel that it's only about waking up. And I will also because I haven't mentioned in the past in those videos when it was specifically about the growing up aspect of this path, but I have some videos about that as well, some certain topics. But growing up, generally speaking, is much more complex. There's like a lot of different kinds of personalities and their specific problems, and so it's usually what is more complex and more difficult to do than waking up. There's like a more, even though there are also differences in personality on what works for whom, but waking up is a little more straightforward than growing up. And so that's just something I wanted to remind you of. Don't forget to grow up as well, not only wake up. And with that, thank you for watching. See you in the next video.